Today on the Roy Garage, we install this transfer case shifter linkage. Here's the shifter we ordered. It's for an NV241C transfer case. Now JB Custom Fabrication does specialize in domestic twin shifters, but they just so happen to have a single one for the transfer case we have. I got the buggy style shifter here with a 60-inch cable. You can choose a different lengths cable, shorter or longer than this, depending on your specific application. It comes with everything you need to mount it to your transfer case. Now you might have to get different length bolts or studs, depending on your specific application. And to tie it all together, we got our shifter knob too. Install bracket using transfer case to transmission stud bolts. It could be necessary in some applications to use longer bolts. It also could be necessary to back the studs out a couple of threads to make it longer. Whoop! Thought I dropped it, but I never heard it hit the floor. Best practice, stud bolts need to be inserted 1 1/2 times their width in castings. Nuts need to be on the studs or bolts with 2 threads showing above the nut. There we go, just like that.
We're going to add a little WD to the shifter bracket to help loosen it up.
That's gotta be good, huh? For now. There we go. That's not showing a thread, so we should pull that out, pull that stud out a little bit more, so that way we're showing at least 2 threads. We're not going to do that right now because we still have to pull the engine, at which we'll probably pull the transmission and transfer case so that we can get everything cleaned up and buttoned up before we put everything back in. All right, sweet. Next, we replace this piece. We're just going to go for it.
We are thinking about reusing this original bracket because it does have a little bit of an offset, unlike the new one that comes in the kit, but we'll install the new one and go from there.
All right. Whoop. All right. That on there. Toss a brand new washer on there. And a brand new nut. Oh. Oh. We're in full drive low, boys. There we go. Now what, Lee?
Time to install the linkage and get everything lined up.
Put that in there like that. Put this back on there. Then I got the Canutti go on here too. All right. Little protector rubber on here. Take that off and toss this piece on.
Next, we're going to be installing the bolt, and the kit does come with 5 washers to help you make sure things are lined up.
Look right there. Pretty close.
Yeah, you might not need to use
it needs a couple. But I want to get this locked. You got a small wrench for that? Gotta go in this way, huh? All right, give me washers. 3. Well, I think we're gonna go with all 5. Yeah, I think it likes that. All right. Nope. See, now I can do a little bit more on this. Huh?
Put the shifter in the middle. The shifter arm in the middle.
Really? Why?
The instructions do say to move the shifter into the middle gear. That way, when you're shifting from one end of the shifter to the other, there's equal sway from top to bottom from the middle gear.
You pull that down a little bit, the back. How's that?
Next, we'll be installing the shifter in the cab.
That seem okay? I think so. I think if we go right there, I think we'll be fine.
If you haven't noticed yet, Jake is using cut-resistant gloves. These are mandatory on every episode of the Roy Garage, and if you want your own pair, we do have a link down in the description below.
Now we gotta put that at 9mm, Leroyski's. What is that one? Looks like it's 8, but I'm gonna check by. Yep, okay. One more. Did I go through all the way or? Oh, I did. Oh boy. Shoot, Lee, I put it in there. How do you get it out? That's how. We're going to be using this Next Tack rivet gun. It's come handy in some other parts of the Roy Garage project. If you want to see a video of this, how to use it, click the link in the upper right hand corner. Plus, there's a link in the description if you want to get this. We do get a kickback from that, and we appreciate your support.
We do have an extra tip in this video at around 9 minutes and 30 seconds on this Rivet-Nut gun, so make sure you watch to the end.
Yeah, we're good. Sweet deal. Oh, we got one done. Let's find this angle we want here and start drilling some more holes, huh?
Oh, I think you might have to do one at a time. Do one, put a rivet in it, bolt it back down, mark another one.
I think you're right. I'll do this one because that one's pretty good. I might actually do that one right here all the way through. Oh, that's the one. I knew it.
There you go.
All right, we're there.
There you go, Jake, Roy.
Wow, they actually kind of line up a little bit.
Nice.
All right, Lee, drill those other holes, buddy.
You got it.
I got it?
You got it.
Why do I have to do it? All right, let's get those off of there. Drill them out and rock and roll. Oh, let's make sure that's the right size. Yep. That's not far enough, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. Beautiful. Wow. It's a little more mechanical advantage if you don't screw the rivet all the way on. Oh yeah.
That's a little cheat sheet.
See, I don't quite have it all the way on there, but the threads go all the way to the. but the threads go all the way through the end, so I still have all the threads. But it gives you a little bit more mechanical advantage to start. Yeah, you can tell when you get her all the way crushed. This sure beats getting up underneath there with a washer and a nut. As long as they all line up. Sweet. It's starting to get hot in here.
Sweating, Jake.
Yeah, well, this really bright lights right next to my head generating a lot of heat. Need a better studio. And I have two more, but those are Allen wrenches, but like neutral. Wow, dude, you get up here and you have you got it. Like, it's there. Like, that's nice. You know, you get the lat into it a little bit. You know, it's a little wiggle. Oh, we're in business.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Roy Garage. If you've made it this far, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time.
What's that? You want to hear Revet? Let me just pop in a neutral quick here, you know. Whoa!